Hey folks, and welcome to Weightlifting Programming Mistakes lecture number 4, where we're going to talk about too much volume. So this is just a lecture series that is for people that are interested in Olympic weightlifting, so snatching, clean and jerks, maybe like coaches or athletes that want to put them in their programs, learn a little bit more about them. Let's get cracking. So what do we mean when I say volume? Well, I mean the total amount of training that you do. So that might be expressed by total number of sets, total number of reps, or it might be total sets times total reps times total load. I've used all of these in the past. Personally, I think total number of hard sets is the easiest way for most people to track volume. It's quick, it's easy, and it's really reliable. All right, so total number of hard sets is a good way to track volume across a training cycle. Why is too much volume a problem for a weightlifting program? Well, it's because recovery is finite, it's limited. So you see my little beautiful drawing of a glass there, right? No judgment of my basic graphic skills. But if you think of your total ability to train as a glass, then you can only fill it so far. So once it gets beyond that point, it just starts to spill over. And in this metaphor, spilling over is overtraining. It's fatigue, irritability, low moods, appetite issues, sleep issues, all that bad stuff. And I don't just say this because I've read it in a book. I say this because I've done it multiple times myself by training like an idiot, and that's what happens. The popular LSUS story, all right? So if you haven't heard of it and you've been in the weightlifting world a while, definitely go and check this one out, right? So LSUS is a weightlifting program. It's incredibly high volume. It's 5 days per week, and it's created by Dr. Kyle Pierce, really knowledgeable weightlifting coach, and knows a lot of stuff. And it's been used by US Olympian Kendrick Farris. Now, the problem is pictures of this have been just taken, like pictures online, put online, and just without any context for the training program, the athlete, anything like that. They've just been put online, and idiots like myself and other weightlifters right at the start of their training career have just blindly copied that stuff, which is what I did and what loads of people have done. So this is the program, right? This is the program you've got. So this is just one day. I think this is a Tuesday, right? You do power snatch from the thigh for 5x5. Then you're going to do snatch deadlifts. Then it is RDLs. Then it is shrugs. Then it is bent rows. Then it is pull-ups. Then it is jumps and abs. Each of these exercises as well is done for a 10 repetition maximum, followed by 2 back off sets. So anyone watching this knows, okay, like if you go to a true rep max on something, that is exhausting. That just absolutely shatters you. So then you're in back off sets and you're doing that on, what's that? So you got the power snatches first, then you got deadlifts, RDLs, shrugs, bent rows, pull-ups. Jesus Christ, got this 6 exercises. The volume is ridiculous, okay? And it's also back dominant, okay? You imagine you've just done heavy snatch grip deadlifts. Your back is already fried. Your hamstrings are fried. Then you're moving on to RDLs to fry them even more. Then you're going on to shrugs. And ain't just normal shrugs. These are like explosive shrugs from a block. So loaded up like probably above what your normal clean and stuff would be. So these are heavy friggin' shrugs. Then you're going to do bent rows. You're going to just lean over, whether you're fatigued, completely knackered back at this kind of angle, and then do some more rows. Oh my God. So I got massively injured on this. Loads of other people got injured. If you just go into like weightlifting forums or Reddit, you'll see like hundreds of posts, just people that have tried LSUS that have started, and then the threads just disappear because no one seems to actually finish them without breaking themselves. This is just a fun little story about what too much volume actually does. Doesn't make you stronger, just absolutely breaks you. So how much volume is too much? Well, it depends on the lifter. You could say it depends on the lifter's age, their sex, their training history, ability level, current lifestyle, situation, genetics, loads of different factors, right? But here's a better way to think about it, a simpler way. Any volume that generates extra fatigue without measurably contributing to performance in a significant manner is too much volume, okay? So for weightlifting and strength training, our goal is really simple. It's to lift more weight, which means we have really easy metrics to track, okay? Did we squat more? Did we snatch more? Did we clean and jerk more? Really simple stuff. So our weight should be going up as often as possible, and our training volume should be enough to accomplish this, but no more. Practical recommendations, okay? So rather than me just yammering on here, what do we actually do? How does this impact your training? Well, start with a really low volume, okay? So minimum effective dose, and do this for an appropriate time frame. So for beginners, this might just be 1 or 2 sessions because you can improve really frequently. For an intermediate, this might be 1 to 2 weeks of sessions at this low volume. For an advanced lifter, it might be 1 to 2 months, okay? And then at the end of that time frame, that appropriate time frame for your level, see if your lifts have improved. All right, then you're going to be in 1 of 3 situations. If your lifts have increased, great. Continue with the current volume. No need to change anything. It's working. Happy days. If your lifts have not increased and you feel well recovered, you feel fresh, then you can increase your volume to get more stress, to get more stimulus for growth and for improvement. If your lifts have not increased, but you feel beaten up as hell, like your joints hurt, your muscles hurt, you're not feeling recovered, you're getting worn down, then you're probably doing too much. So you need to decrease the volume and you'll actually probably see better results from doing slightly less. Okay, they're your 3 choices. It's a really simple process to follow, and you just repeat it for months and months, for years and years, following that literal process right there, okay? That is it. That is how you judge your volume. You track your results, you track the weights you're lifting, and then you move up and down based on your response to that, okay? Sounds really oversimplified, but you would be amazed how many people get this wrong, including myself, including loads of lifters, because we get into this habit, this idea of thinking that like more is more, you know, that if we just do more, if we do loads more volume, it's going to get us better results. It's just not the case. I wish it was. I wish you could just do an infinite amount and get infinitely better, but there's just an upper limit. The glass overflows and everything just gets messy. So that is it for today. Next up, I'm going to be talking about the last programming mistake in this series, which is going to be maxing out all the time. So we're going to talk about Bulgarian style training, maybe some of the issues that come with that. Should be a fun video, so stick around for that one. If you found this useful, if you could just take 5 seconds just to like hit the like button, it really does help it get out to more people. If you want to subscribe, then I'm going to go over like more content like this. And down in the description somewhere below, I'm going to have a link to my website where I have long-form articles that dive into some real depth about these topics. So if you want to just truly geek out on some weightlifting stuff, you can find some content down there. That is it for today. Hopefully you got something useful out of that, and I will catch you in the next video. See you then.